Hello guys, this is Pap from back at it again, and today we have finally the first update. I'm not sure there are gonna be some more, but we're not sure about that. The first update of A Bond Illuminates the Future. So a lot of you were asking for this, especially because they were not sure to be able to play the new Status Acceleration skill into, in a full power because they missed the continuous spell that is paywalled, but. So I'm happy that I can share you with this with you guys. I can share this with you guys. So before jumping right, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here with Yusei Fudo and A Bond Illuminate the Future. So keep in mind this skill is simpler. Yes, some more restrictions. You're just locked into synchro monsters, and you have to play 8 or lower, actually 7 or 7, at least 7 2 or lower warrior type of machine monsters. But why are we playing this? Well, because this gives us a free synchro chase, so we can play synchro chase from outside of our deck, and that makes ACCEL synchro status dragon unstoppable and unresponsible. So your opponent cannot respond to the ACCEL synchro status dragon's effect when you activate both in your turn or during your opponent's turn. So that's super important to take into account. So this is a very classic build of mine because this is the Machina Synchron, and I think it's the best one to go with, as you will see from the replays. I started to play this a little bit in the last stream, and then I realized how good this could be because of a thing. Yeah, I was focusing on the turn 1. Well, basically you don't have that much of an upgrade, except for the fact that your ACCEL synchro, that your TRISHULA is now gonna be unaffected because of ACCEL synchro status dragon. But what I actually forgot about is that you can summon this guy even during your turn, and still being unaffected. So what the upgrade to this deck is that the TRISHULA that you now summon is unaffected. So your opponent, of course, always unaffected from activated effects. Keep in mind that. So, but that's brilliant. And another update that we got from the last time I played this deck is, of course, the Power 2 Brave Dragon, another boss that you can easily summon with this deck. That is very nice because, as we saw in the Flare build, when this guy is destroyed by Battle Card effect, it still triggers the Machina Citadel in the grave that comes back on the field because Power 2 Brave Dragon is a machine hard 5 monster. So that's wow. So, as you can see here, the deck is pretty simple: triple Jet Synchron, triple Mana Synchron, and all the Machina Pod, triple Drew Deployment, triple Machina Fortress, and a couple of Citadel. So that's our normal summon is just gonna be the Synchron Explorer. So eventually you can decide to play a couple of Synchron Explorer, but I just played one to keep the deck list at 20. And don't forget that the A Bond Illuminate the Future makes it so after you use ACCEL synchro status dragon's effect and you summon TRISHULA or you summon also this guy, whatever you want, you're gonna have a status dragon in the grave. So for the second part of the skill, to summon a Quasar, it's always gonna be so easy. So from once you have status dragon in the grave, from third turn onward, just a Machina Fortress will be a 1-cut Quasar, thanks to the skill. Don't forget about it. Then we have triple tuning and just 2 equip spell for the Power 2 Brave Dragon. Why just 2? Because you're gonna have, of course, the synchro chase on the field, so you're not gonna have room for a third one. That's why I play just 2, Life Extreme and the Archfiends. Why only these 2? This because it transforms this into a generic popper, and this instead because it recycles itself and you have the chance to get these back from the grave once you use it, once you send it to the grave with the effect of the Power 2 Brave Dragon. For the rest of the extra deck, we have the level 9 that can be summoned thanks to the effect of TRISHULA 0, and trust me, you need this, as once you summon an affected TRISHULA, the only way your opponent has to get rid of this is by battle, and if they pop it by battle, well, this is gonna come back. and Stardust Warrior, because for your turn 1 combo you can eventually decide to give up the unaffected Trishula 0 and decide to go into Stardust Warrior plus Trishula 0, but the only thing that the one that is going to be unaffected is going to be your Stardust Warrior and not your Trishula 0. But that's it, and then we have Berserker, because it's so easy to have a level 8 Synchro Summon here, Special Summon of Jet, Special Summon of Machina Fortress, and Berserker is here. These for the ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon, and the Formula Synchron, that is is part of your turn 1 end board, plus the fact that it gives you an extra draw, of course, and plus the fact that this is gonna give you the chance of having a double ACCEL Synchro during your opponent's turn to summon this guy as well. So guys, that's it for the explanation. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. First replay against Altergeist. So this is just to show you how good it feels to summon Trishula during your opponent's turn. So we got, as you can see, 1 Citadel, 1 Fortress, and the Synchron in the Mono Synchron in end. You grab the Jet. So you always want to send the Mono to the grave to grab the Synchron Explorer, because the combo is going to be this: you revive the Mono Synchron with the Synchron Explorer, and you go Synchro Summon into a Formula Synchron. And what you do here is you first activate the effect of Synchro Chase, and then you chain Formula Synchron, so your opponent cannot respond to this, thanks to the effect of Synchro Chase. That makes it so your opponent cannot respond to the effect of the activated effect of monsters that have Synchron, Stardust, or Warrior in their original name, and they are Synchro monsters. So here it comes, additional draw, and the Synchro Chase brings back the Synchron Explorer, then a special summon of Machina Fortress, plus effect of Jet Synchron, and here it comes, 7+1 ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon. You do not activate the effect of ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon, and you just use the effect of Machina Fortress to revive it, and here it comes. That's your combo. So from now on, you have a couple of chances. You can just go ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon's effect, special summon Stardust Dragon, and Synchro Summon with 2, 2, and 7, that is 11. So you're gonna have 2 monsters that are gonna be unaffected, Trishula and Stardust Dragon. Otherwise, you can go for the double ACCEL Synchro. You use first the effect of ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon and go for Stardust Warrior. That would trigger Synchro Chase, so Stardust Warrior on the field unaffected, plus Synchro Chase will bring back the Formula Synchron, and then Formula Synchron 2+2+7, Trishula. And you have unaffected Stardust Warrior plus Trishula 0, banish 3. So, but this was Altergeist, just Malusic and triple set before the end of the main phase. ACCEL Synchro Summon into of the ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon into an affected Trishula. So we don't care, and we banish all 3 of the back rows. Just as that, and keep in mind both of these guys are unaffected. In fact, when he attacks to send this to grave, nothing happens, because guess what? That is unaffected. And now it's our turn, and there's not really anything he can do. I just went straight away. So this is what's brilliant with ACCEL Synchro Stardust Dragon. And now you have already this Stardust Dragon on the field, so you can go into the skill straight away without caring about anything, because you can just go into Quasar. Because keep in mind, to summon the Quasar, you need to go for Quasar, you need to have a Stardust Dragon in the grave or on the field, and we had that. So Quasar is here. At this point we're attacking. He uses the effect to grab something. We don't care, we negate, and then we go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys, we have Maids downtime. So let's see what it's up for us. So let's speed things up. They're probably gonna end on Shu as an Omni Negation. We know what that is about. And in fact, in our standby phase, he gets some more monsters. He has also back row. We started with Machina Redeployment. As you can see, guys, when you have the Keep spell in your hands, you can just discard them, because eventually you summon Power to Brave Dragon. He can keep those even from the grave, so it's not, you know, a bad cost. So we started with the skill. We got the Synchron Explorer. The Synchro Chase is here, and then at this point we started with Synchron Explorer, reviving the Mono Synchron. We went straight away into Formula Synchron. Synchro Chase first, Synchro Chase's effect first, and then Formula Synchron. So we have the 2 boys on the field. Keep in mind he can't respond to this. And then tuning to get the Jet Synchron. And at this point, first Special Sovereign Machina Fortress, and then Jet to go into that boy. Is not negating, because I think it was wants to negate either this guy or the Trishula, but it's gonna have a bad surprise. So I did not use the effect of ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon. I just revived the form of the Machina Fortress, and here it comes the magic. So you use the effect of ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon. He can't negate that. Keep in mind, he can't negate the effect of ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon because of Synchro J, so he can't respond to that. So what's happening now is that Trishula is coming. Keep in mind I made a mistake here because I summoned Status Dragon defense position. I should have summoned it in attack position, but still. We summoned Trishula and he tried to negate. Look at that. But apart from the fact that this cannot be negated because of ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon, but he could have actually summoned the other boy. I decided to negate with Status Dragon, but that was not needed. But keep in mind, we could also negate that to pop it, and then Trishula banishes 3. Guess what? Machina Fortress comes back from the grave to go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys, we have Crystal Beast, and it's us to go. Again, the combo is pretty easy to go. Like, to have a decent hand, you just need a Synchron monster. Either it is Mono or it is Jet. Better Mono, because at least you got the draw, as you can see here. And we first themed the deck to send the Machina Fortress to grave, and then it comes Formula Synchron, but of course first the effect of Synchro Chase, so you end the chain with the Formula Synchron and your opponent cannot respond to it. Not the best of the draws. So this is the problem when you do not have Jet. What happens is that you do not have access to another Synchro Summon, but you still have Trishula. So you still have Trishula, the only difference is that it's not unaffected. Plus you have the Citadel in the grave that comes back eventually. So he started with the jumping waves, popping the back row. That's totally fine, because that is just a bluff. Actually, we rather have that in the grave than on the field, or in the hand, because if we now decide to change plan and go for Power to Brave a Dragon, you can equip that only if it's in the grave. If it's in the hand or on the field, you can't equip that. So it's got the golden rule to have a couple of monsters in his spell and trap zone, then the carbuncle to special summon a couple of boys on the field, and when his field is full of monsters, here it comes Formula Synchron's effect, ACCEL Synchro Summon into Trishula, banish 3, and there you go, they're all gone. Crystal Promise here to summon the Amethyst Cat, and then he's attacking, summoning the Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. Do we really care about that? Not really. He's attacking the Trishula, but guess what happens? Trishula gets sent to grave, so we can summon the other boy, the normal Trishula, with its effect negating all of its effect permanently, plus cutting their attacking off. So what a draw. Jet Synchron into Drago Berserker the Tiny. We don't need Quasar here, we're just attacking with the Berserker, using the Crystal Slicer, but do we really care? No, because we attack, we get the boost, we attack again, and we go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Yep, fourth duel against Jack Atlas. Let's speed things up. We know what this is about. This is Resonators, of course. So he's got, let's see if he's gonna have the full board or something close. I guess it is something close. So he's got the Gaia, so he's gonna end for sure on the level 9. Here he comes, and Red Nova Dragon. And he also has Fiendish Golem. So he's got pretty powerful board, and we have to find a way to go through this. What we're gonna do, so we started with Synchro Chase, and he negated the Synchro Chase. Guess what? That was not a bad idea, but still not enough, because now he just has the Fiendish Golem. So we're going for the Synchron Explorer, getting the Jet Synchron, because we don't have the Mono Synchron. So keep in mind, we're facing this not with the full combo. We do not have the perfect end, and I guess neither had him, because he didn't have the full combo that this deck can achieve. So we went into ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon in this case to revive the Jet. So I used the effect of Synchro Chains anyway to make him think that I was actually misplaying, that I didn't take into account that this thing would have not worked. So Synchro Chains was there and was negated, of course. Then as soon as we have 8 + 2 + 9, I just used the effect of ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon. And guess what? We got Trishula 0 unaffected. So nothing you can do he can't do nothing to respond to that. We went for 1, 2, 3 to leave that on the field because I had other plans to go first into Jet Synchron to have another Synchro summon, in this case Dragon Berserker out of the Tiny, to pop first to Soul Resonator that gets him the boost so we can go over the odd Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss and then go for some more damage. So keep in mind now we have still an interruption with the Dragon Berserker, plus if he pops Trishula 0, he negates everything and we get the normal Trishula on the field. He draws, he's scooped, that's how you do it, my boys, there you go. Fifth duel, my boys, we have Tri-Brigade Trigger. So it's us to go, and we have not the perfect end because we missed Jet, right? So Synchro Chase, as you can see, we got Machina Deployment. Let's see if we're gonna draw, right? The Jet Synchron. So usual combo, we got the level 2 and the level 2. We didn't draw what we needed. So again, when you don't have Jet, this is your turn 1. Of course, you have this guy in the grave, so it's still something. So it just sets 3, and again, look at this, Trishula 0, just banishing all of Tri. That is still very, very satisfying. It's just another set, but does he really, can he really do something? Also, we got tuning, that means Chat, so that's how you do it, my boys, there you go. Last but not least, the super annoying Subterrors. So it's us to go, and we have not the perfect hands but very close to it. So because now we can draw a card, we need basically the Machina Citadel to make this perfect. So but still we have a draw, don't forget about that. Super important to have that nice juicy draw. For Formula Synchro and Synchro Chase as always to get the draw and to get the level 2 back on the field. First Formula Machina Fortress and then second Machina Fortress. So again, in this case, we do not have the chance to go for it because if we summon the ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon, actually we could have not gone into Trishula. And against Subterrors, I guess you definitely want to go into Trishula. So he started with the Subterror final battle and the Behemoth. I was afraid he had something else. After he trade-ins, I said, you know what, I'm going for Trishula and banishing those two. So he's got the Subterror final battle to flip this up, but he has no time to activate its effect. Then he's got Eden City. Maybe I could have waited for him to activate this as well, but I could have not known, so I just went for it. He's got the Guru to flip that down, and then the Stigo Kraken here on the field to special summon itself and flip himself down. Then you flip it up to pop the Trishula, but guess what, you pop Trishula and we can summon the other boy, but he negated that, so well, nothing happens. So at this point we got the Mono Synchro, but Jet can come back from the grave. 1 + 7 is 8. ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon, he can't respond to this. We get back the Synchro Chase and the ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon's effect. So with Synchro Chase we get back the Machina Fortress, and with the ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon we get the Formula Synchro. And now look at this move. He's got the Dogmatica Punishment to pop the ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon, but this is a quick effect even during our turn, so we respond to it with the ACCEL Synchro. He can't respond to this, so Status Dragon is coming on the field, and then 2 + 7, because we can just synchro summon with the other two, into unaffected Power Tool Brave Dragon. So these two guys are unaffected. There you go. At this point we're attacking. He's got Eden City to flip that up, Guru to grab another Fiendus, so another negation, but we're still attacking, get rid of that. Then I wanted to flip that up because I thought it would have been better. Then he's got Pot of Duality to grab another Guru to his hand, so he's got another normal summon. Then he's got the Guru's effect to flip that down, that's fine. Life Extreme gets triggered because he changed a battle position. At this point, the thing is to negate Life Extreme, that was needed, so he can flip that up to pop the Status Dragon, Power to Braver Dragon to negate that, so he can't pop the Status Dragon, and the Despair that comes back to my hand, the Stigo Kraken to flip himself down again, but he can't. So he used the Eden City to get another Fiendus, the third one, and then he set a card. But now what we can do is we use first the Despair, use the Guru's effect to flip that down. I try to negate. Fiendus says no thank you and negates the Power Braver Dragon. But at this point we don't care about nothing because we're just flipping this up, no response. So I said, you know what, we're going for Quasar, sending everything to grave, flipping this up and of course the skill to send the Status Dragon back to the grave, and having 8+2+2 into shooting Quasar Dragon. Of course, keep in mind double attack and negation ready. So we first attack, we negate the Eden City and get rid of it, and then we attack twice. First the boy, then the Guru that can grab another card, that is the Subterrors Final Battle, and at this point he's left with a Pot of Duality, but I'm gonna negate that, and there's nothing left he can do. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go, what a duel. So guys, here you could see also how you can actually have side combos, and you do not have only TRISHULA. As you can see, I use ACCEL Synchro Status Dragon to summon an unaffected powered Tri-Brigade Dragon, and that could be super nice. And yep guys, that's it for today, for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.